strive. Do you know that word, strive? Have you used that or seen that before?
Yes, yes.
What does that mean, strive?
Yeah. Uh, mm, to attempt um, very hard,
To
yeah,
try
to
very hard,
achieve.
to work very hard for a goal,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay. Can you read our example sentence?
So Mike strives to be a good student.
Yeah, we'll just say he. I'll just change it to he. Say it again. Use he.
He strives to be a good student.
Okay. Now that word, that V sound, strive, is that a sound that you push out, or is that a sound that you eat? The V.
Is it
You eat it.
strives?
So what does that mean? So what does that mean about the vowel sound? What happens to the vowel sound because of that?
So E should be long.
Yes, it's very long. He strives to be.
He strives to be.
That's right. How about good? Also, is D, is that D sound? Is that a sound that you eat or a sound that you push out?
I eat up.
You
Yeah,
you
good.
eat a D. You push out a T, but you eat a D. So what happens to the in good?
Yeah, it's a long. It's
Very
oh God, God.
strives to be a good student.
He strives to be a good student.
Okay, so we already have our rhythm. We that was pretty easy. We already found our rhythm. So we have our small, big, small, big. He strives to be a. Can you say he strives to be a?
He strives to be a.
Mm-hmm. Not stripes. Strives.
Strives.
Mm-hmm. He strives to be a good student.
He strives to be a good student.
Okay, is it good or good? Which one?
It's a good.
Yeah.
It's
Because
good.
of the D, you have to make it bigger. Good
Yeah.
student.
Good student.
He strives to be a good student.
He strives to be, sorry, he strives to be a good student.
Okay. How many
Yeah,
phrases?
is
Go ahead.
so just I want to ask, is student or student? Which is
It's
the
well, oh,
right?
that's a good question. What do you think? Because you have the D here. So what does that mean? What does that tell you?
The is to is student,
Yeah,
wouldn't
student,
is
student, student, student.
but I usually pronounce from my school days the student. But sometimes I hear the people pronounce it student,
Student.
student,
Okay. Well,
student. Yes,
it's it's possible. I mean, what I'm telling you is not. They're not like they're not rules. We say written in stone. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but we're trying to improve our pronunciation. So I'm giving you guidelines to help you pronounce things. But certainly there would be a lot of variation in the way that people say things. Does that make sense?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so
Yeah. Okay.
it would be
Clear.
good. It would be. Are you familiar with the phrase best practice?
Yes.
What does that mean if you say best practice?
Yeah. Mm, is best just exercise. Do exercise.
It's like the best way to do something. It doesn't mean that you have to do it that way, but it's the best way to do it. Do you understand?
Yes.
And there
Yes.
could be times like if student is not a very important word, maybe you could ignore it a little bit and say student. You could do that. It's fine. But since we're trying to improve our pronunciation, let's be conscious of all the little things like that. And then I don't remember where was I reading this. I was listening to somebody, and they were saying first you have to learn the rules so you know how to break the rules. Does that make sense?
Yes,
First
yes,
you learn
yeah. We
the
should
rules,
be.
and then once you're an expert on the rules, then you know when you can break the rules.
Yes, so we can say first we learn the rules,
Hmm.
but the rule does not always work. So we can modify
You,
the rule.
you can be flexible. There's a lot of flexibility.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So this is I'm not telling you you have to do it, but I ignored that word, and you were the one who said, "Oh, well, how should it be pronounced? You have the D there." And technically it's student. Sometimes it doesn't
Yes.
sometimes it doesn't
Yes.
matter.
He's yes. He's student. Yeah. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the time that when it really matters, if it's an important word, that's when it really really matters. And is
Yes.
this an important word in our phrase?
No.
So it doesn't really matter too much. But if that were the main word, then it would be important to make it very long. Right? Does that make sense?
Oh. Yes. Okay. Clear. Yeah.
So now you know the rule and you know when you can break it.
Yes.
Okay. So let's read that sentence again. He strives to be a
He strives to be a.
he strives to be a good student.
He strives to be a good student.
He strives to be a good student. Okay. How many phrases can you divide that sentence into, do you think?
He strives is the first,
Okay.
and next is to be a good student.
Okay. And how do you want to sound? Do you want to sound serious or do you want to sound nice and friendly?
So serious,
Ser-
serious,
serious. Serious.
se- serious,
Serious. So you've got two things in
serious.
that word. Number one, that that happens in your throat. So should be longer. But also it's the accented syllable. So that's two reasons why it should be pretty long.
Yes,
Does that make sense?
yes.
Serious. If you say Sidious, maybe people will understand it, maybe not. It depends on
Uh,
other things. But
so okay, serious,
serious,
serious.
serious.
O-
Okay.
Okay, so serious, serious,
Rius,
serious,
rius, rius.
serious,
Hmm.
serious,
Not re,
serious,
but rius, rius.
serious,
Serious,
serious, serious,
serious.
serious.
That's right. Okay. All right. So we want to sound serious in our first phrase. So we'll finish
Yes,
low and we'll start high. He
yes.
strives. He strives.
He stri-
Again.
he strives.
Strive.
He
Try to
strives.
strives. He strives.
He strives.
Mm-hmm.
He strives.
He strives. Okay. Now, in our second phrase, to be a good student, do you want to sound happy and nice and friendly or serious?
So make it also serious.
Serious. Okay. So we'll finish low. But again, we have to start
Yeah.
high because most phrases in English will start high. So
Yeah.
to be a good student.
Okay. So yeah, it's sometimes difficult when we do it purposely. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's hard
the
to do it on purpose.
generally we do.
For me, it's hard to do on purpose. I'm thinking in my head, is this right?
Yes. So, okay. Mm, to, to be a good student,
To
to be a good
be a good
student,
student. To be a good student.
um, to be a good student,
He strives to be a good student.
he strives to be a good student.
Pachu, can you make a what he strive for question?
What does he strive for?
Okay. What is the most important word in that question?
What
Okay.
is what?
So if what
What
is important, it sounds like what? What?
is what?
What?
Is what?
How would it sound if you say what plus does plus he? How will that sound together?
So, uh, what does he? What does he?
What
What does he?
what does he? What does he?
What does he? What does he?
Uh-huh. What does he strive?
What does he strive?
What does he strive for?
What does he strive for?
And what is the answer?
He strives to be a good student.
Okay, good or good?
Is a good.
Mhm.
Is a good.
Say it again. He strives.
He strives to be a good student.
Good or good?
Is a good. Is
Say it again.
good. He strives to be a good
That's
student.
better. Yeah, because if you say he strives to be a good student, people may have difficulty understanding that actually.
Yes.
But
He strives
mhm,
to be a good student.
not good. Good.
So he strives to be a good student.
A good student.
A good student.
Strives to be a good student.
He strives to be a good student.
Okay. All right. So we'll do one more today and then we'll finish.
Yeah. So,
Do you know this word deem? We've seen this a lot in several books. I had no idea it was such a common word.
no.
Okay, this means to consider, like
Okay.
to look at something in a special way. Let's look at the example.